This is your 2022 February forecast read by Gaia Chinniah from Soul 33. Hi, I'm Gaia and I'm a healer and a psychic medium and spiritual coach. And your February forecast has a beautiful energy of love, partnership, and co-authoring the story of your life. I channel and use the energetic cycles of a month to enable you to set goals, heal, and manifest what you want in your life. These forecasts are such a powerful tool for you to navigate your daily life without resistance. Now, when it comes to February 2022, at the beginning of the month during the first week, you want to ask yourself what is sacred for you. What are you noticing that's not working for you anymore? You might want to ask yourself if you're sticking to certain traditions in life that has been you conforming to something out of obligation rather than that true desire that is actually what you want. And this first week of February starts with us considering our life journey so far, especially in terms of relationships. This whole year is really about relationships, and February being Valentine's Day, it was really interesting for me doing this forecast because the energy actually extended to that loving relationship energy. Now, your family may have had certain traditions that are sacred to them, especially when you question yourself whether you want to get married or don't want to get married or have children or not have children, and in what order you want to do that. A lot of that comes from our cultural conditioning and what our families have deemed to be sacred to them. And you are now being asked to have certain traditions that are sacred to you and instilling it in your life. It's your choice what you want to take from the past into the future. And so what you're being asked to do in this first week of February is to actually take pen to paper and write down what traditions you want to have in your life that are sacred for you. And this is not necessarily about your romantic relationships. It might be something that you want to share with your children or your friendship. So what traditions can you put in place in your life that are sacred for you? Something that you can do every year or every month or whatever it is. A ritual that makes your life more enriched and your relationships to bond forever. Mercury retrograde comes to an end during this first week of February, and there will be some clearing up of communication, giving us more clarity. We move into the new moon, and this is an excellent time to set intentions for what we want. So that work that you've done on what is sacred for you and traditions that you're wanting to instill is really going to help you with the energy of this new moon. There's a particular focus with this new moon on your freedom to express yourself, especially with that sacredness of traditions. But there's also a stronger connection with yourself coming in. This new moon is in time for ushering in the year of the tiger with the Chinese New Year calendar. So there is a new year energy again here in February for us to focus on justice, what's fair, and redefining our lives to be at the forefront of our energy and relationships to carry on during 2022. The second week of February, you are co-authoring your life, and this week we're taking even more of a direction and focus to move. Now, the word author, I've used this word because we do co-author with the universe. There are certain things that are destined for us on a soul level, but you have a lot of free will to decide how you want to experience your life and how connected you want to be with yourself and in your relationships. We're remembering to be compassionate and caring towards ourselves and to others, and don't fall victim to the stories that you tell yourself or that people try to involve you in. In this second week of February, you'll be finding that you might want to leave certain people behind with gratitude for the lessons that you've experienced with them. And you are now authoring your life from a place of wisdom, knowing now what you want and what you deserve, that sacredness, that bond that you're wanting to create and cultivate with people. There is such a movement in relationships the second week, and you will be shown signs indicating what you should be involved with and what may not serve you anymore. Don't be a slave to outside forces. Discipline yourself to not get involved with thoughts that are causing any suffering in your life. Instead, bring yourself back to the present moment. There are karmic relationships ending at this time. Karmic relationships meaning relationships that you've had with people beyond this lifetime. The lessons are all coming to an end because you're becoming more wise. And you'll know if you want to stay or step away. Now, the third week of February, we can't mention this week without Valentine's Day. And interestingly, the day does set up a theme for the week of love and partnership, but this is also about self-love. This is why I've mentioned compassion earlier in the month. There is a lot of possibility in the air to forgive lovers from the past, lovers that we've had, and also those you are with now. We have a focus on solidifying relationships, including the relationship with ourselves. Relationships are not limited to romantic ones. Self-love plays a big part this week in the love that you want to receive. This week you may bring up fears if you are single, especially if you're wanting someone. So allow that self-love support to come in, as how you love yourself is how you show someone else how you want to be loved. Set yourself up for more love regardless of what your relationship status is. And even if you've been in a relationship for a long time or a short time, those traditions, that sacredness, it's never too late or too early to start that. We move into a full moon after the week of Valentine's Day, and as the full moon comes in, it's time to release. We all love to be acknowledged and appreciated from time to time, and some people require this energy more so than others. But we want to ask ourselves this full moon, what do we need to be acknowledged? And what do we need to be appreciated? And why do we need the praise? This is a great time to appreciate ourselves and write down the areas of your life you like to be appreciated and acknowledged. If you receive any criticism during this time of the full moon, it's coming up because it's asking you whether you can move past and process any criticism and realize that you are good enough. And the last week of February, you want to look at structure in your life this week. Are you someone that's too rigid in some areas of your life and needing more fluidity? Or are you too fluid and needing more structure? Structure for everyone is different, and it does not mean to conform to the norm of someone else. On the other side of this full moon, you may experience some wounds of the past that have come up, betrayals that you've experienced, and they are tests to see how far you've come and whether you're able to view them as a gift for your spiritual growth and your healing. There's nothing like the feeling of being let down, being transformed into fuel to use as a gift towards your purpose. This does not mean that we want to invite any negativity into our life, but whatever comes up, we want to be able to convert it and protect ourselves from people who are coming back into your life to use you in some way. You are at a point in your life where your self-worth is expanding. Therefore, your resilience is being tested. That's what we're here for on earth, is to experience and understand our lessons. And your perception of the world around you is now become an honest representation of your internal state. Do you like what you see? Your spiritual journey is so important, so do join me by searching Soul 33 on your app stores. I have an app which supports you every week with healing exercises, homework and lessons, moon cycle calendars to be able to understand your feelings during these ups and downs of life. Remember, for February, you are co-authoring your life. Taking pen to paper will be important. You're bringing in sacredness and traditions, and you're also looking at relationships, either creating bonds or saying thank you for what was and moving into what is.